a Sunday morning episode of Selling Past Your Expiration Date, being thrifty over 50. I'm Jay.
I'm Peg, or good afternoon in the eastern part of the United States.
Yep, and we are JPEG. What is happening, everybody? Good Sunday morning or early afternoon to you. How is everybody doing?
Beautiful
we are
day.
back on our normal Sunday kick, at least for 2 weeks. Then we'll be off for a couple of weeks.
Yep. You will be
traveling that more a little bit next week. So today we are in for a treat because Mom is going to show us how to list on mobile.
Oh, no, she's not. I have never done it, ever.
Oh, yes, you are. Come on now.
I know I haven't really, so I will be learning along with the rest of the gang that has not done it. And I know many people just only do mobile. And because, when you take pictures on our iPhones, they're already square. I mean, that eliminates a step for Mom, because I have to go in and square my pictures up when Dad takes it with the other camera.
Or you just need to buy a camera that has that option.
Yeah, I know. Well, we haven't done that yet either. Oh, but I should go ahead.
But let's talk about this.
Okay.
How much is your time worth? People never, ever place money on their time. So think about how much time you have spent editing in the last year. Is that worth a $300 camera?
Probably, yes.
Well, yeah. So let's knock this craziness off and go get a camera.
Right. Hint for Christmas.
No, you should not be waiting 4 more months for a camera. Go get one.
We'll see. I still gotta go get
your time is worth money. You know how much time you spend editing? You could be doing it. You could be not having to edit. See?
I never have enough hours in my days. I'm preparing.
All you gotta do is $300. You got more hours in your day. Boom, just like that.
That's true. I'm preparing for another garage sale, as you know. I'm liquidating my Native American Indian collection, everybody, and needless to say, I have many items, and we've been trying to, look them up and check out the prices and not price too high because I do want to move the items. So I will be advertising this week. I will post it up on the thrifting board in case any of you are collectors out there. I have some gorgeous pieces. Most of my items were made by the Indians. Bought a lot of it in Arizona and from a gal here locally that gets all her items from Arizona. So I do have some gorgeous pieces, some beautiful lamps, floor lamps with a rifle in it. So a lot of nice things. So I will be posting that in case anybody is looking for that kind of stuff. So.
And I want to give a shout out to Vicky. We went garage selling this morning and she left me half of her Diet Coke. So thanks, Vic.
Oh, and then she says and Vicky says.
Thanks for the.
Yeah, she's on. She says, I was editing for 10 years and it saves so many hours now. Maybe 2 pics for every 1,000. So yeah, I guess I need to get on board with that.
Like, look, I'm going to show you how to do mobile today. You don't have to do it. It is a nice tool to have in your arsenal, but your pictures should be square. That's the shape that eBay gives. So if you're using a digital camera, which is cool, I love my Canon. But you need to have the square option, which is 1:1. Not every digital camera has it, but that's what you're looking for. And it's already shooting in square, so you are just ready to go. No editing. Now, when I'm editing, sometimes, especially when you're taking pictures of purples, reds, and even whites, you might have to do a little jazzing of your color. But, and this is for any time you're taking photos, don't over jazz your colors. Like, make them pretty accurate. Most things, if you have good lighting, you're good to go. But a lot of times you got to lighten up whites a little bit and you got to fix purples and reds a little bit. But if you're in the secret beach, we're going to go over all of that on Tuesday. So
yes.
Tune in on Tuesday. And I probably should put that presentation together sometime before Tuesday. What do you think?
In your spare time, honey, put that one together, okay?
Holy crap, the amount of shows I'm doing this week, the week leading up till I'm leaving. So it's like I'm trying to jam 2 weeks worth of shows into 1 week.
Well, I have to tell the gang that's watching a story that just happened.
Story time.
Dad was outside watering the plants out by the end of our road. We live on a cul-de-sac. And the neighbor girl, who's a couple of doors down for us, is out with her kids. And some are on a tricycle and one's on a motorized a scooter. And Dad says to her, hi. And then he says, hey, he says, you need another one of those motorized scooters? Because we happen to have one. And she says, God, yes, they're always fighting over, the one, because we only have the one. And I think she has 4 kids. And, 2 of them are like 5 and 7, somewhere in that vicinity. And Dad says, well, just a minute. I'll go get it and show you what we have. and it's one that I have listed on eBay, and he takes it to the lady, and we just sold it for $50. Now, how's
there
that?
You go.
Waving down your neighbors as they're going down the street.
Hey, come buy my shit.
Buy our stuff. And I tell you, you guys, it never ceases to amaze me where you're going to sell something that you have listed on eBay. So I got to get in and get that down before somebody makes me an offer on it. You know how that goes sometimes when you talk about an item.
Yeah, you better get that down right now.
Yeah, I will. I go in. So that's my funny story of the day. And my T-shirt. You guys all know where I was this past week. Went and saw my boy. He's my new boy. I love this kid. Since Elvis is gone and Prince and Michael Jackson and all the good ones, he's the top one on my list for now. So we got to see him last week. He was fantastic. That kid is Mr. Cool, Mr. Smooth, and I highly recommend if he's coming to your area, go and see the kid. He does a great job, great show. And Wednesday night, I'm going to go see Lady Gaga. Woo-hoo-hoo. So busy, as always. And I start watching The Granddaughter this week, Monday and Tuesday. So I'll be back on my schedule with the girls.
All right, let's get on to listing here.
All right, let's do it.
And so we're doing on mobile. So I would hope at some point you would realize you have to open your eBay app.
Yep.
And go to selling in the little lower right-hand corner. So we're going to tap list an item. And let me mute this conversation I'm having so it doesn't keep popping up. Hey, do you know how to mute conversations on Facebook, Ma?
Oh, I don't know if I've ever done that.
I will teach that one day.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to show you 2 different ways to do it in terms of how to add pictures. So I pre-took pictures for the first item we're going to be showing. And let me show you the item. What the hell is it? Oh, there it is. It is a Margaritaville Tervis tumbler with a lid. Okay.
Okay.
So I already took pictures of this in my photo studio area with my phone. And if you take nothing else away from today, if you already know how to list on mobile, and I know some of you in the chat do, and I'm glad you tuned in anyway, because you're going to love Mom Scores and Hall. But hear me on this. And Mom, you don't even heard me tell you this. Although, I have a 7 Plus, the top of the line at the moment, Apple phone. Although it's using the exact same camera, obviously, the one on the phone, if you use the actual camera app for your phone, or if you use the Facebook or eBay, the quality of the pictures are less when using not the normal camera app. So if you go into eBay and take the photos while you're doing the listing, they're not bad photos, but I have noticed over the years that anything other than the actual camera app has a lesser quality photo. So it is very much better to take the photos first.
Okay, that's good to know.
And I've noticed that quite a bit. Like when we're at like a concert, I'm taking pictures with the phone, the camera on the phone, they look great. And then I'm on like Facebook Messenger and I'm telling friends, hey, I'm at Gaga, and I send a quick picture through the camera on Messenger. Even though it's using the same camera, the quality is way less. So I recommend, but I'm going to show you both ways. Okay. I recommend taking your photos first and then sitting down to listen, sitting down to list. And I recommend that anyway. If you're using a camera too, take all your photos together, because people always say, hey, I'll take you to list one item. Well, I don't know, because we take a photo of like 100 items first. Then we sit down and work on it and list. So don't take photos of one item, then list it. Take all your photos. Take 20 items at once, then sit down to list. All right? Okay. So here we are, and I'm going to sell a Margaritaville, Tervis tumbler. So I'm just, hey, spell check. You went from Tervis to Fervid. All right, thanks a lot. So that's a good tip. Make sure that spell check doesn't mess you up. And I spelled Margaritaville wrong too, I just realized.
Yeah, it's underlined. But sometimes
Margaritaville. Tervis tumbler. And go. So the category that it suggests is home and garden, kitchen, dining and bar, glassware. That's fine. Because I don't think Buffett has his own category.
I don't think so either.
And so we're going to tap done in the upper right-hand corner. At thought we did this already. Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's my one other ones. Okay, so we're moving ahead. Got it. Sorry. Hit the right arrow, and it's creating the draft. Now let's fix our title a little bit because obviously Margaritaville Turvis Tumbler is not enough. Who owns Margaritaville? Yes, Jimmy Buffett.
Don't forget, double F, double T, everybody.
Yep. And actually, I'm going to do Margarita Turvis Tumbler with lid. Yes. Jimmy Buffett, double F, double T.
Yeah, because they do look for the lid, people, you know, when they're.
Oh, yeah. And then just to add a little bit more, I'm going to put Wasting Away again because that's the song. And then I'm done. Oh, actually, they come in different sizes. Does this say the size on the bottom?
Does it give you ounces?
Yeah, I should know the ounces. I don't. We're not going to. So I'm gonna call it tall tumbler because they also make short ones too.
Okay.
So we'll call it tall. You should know the. All right.
You want to weigh in there because you got wasting again.
Oh yeah, a weigh in. Forgot the words.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're done with that. So up in the left corner, you see the little back arrow.
Okay, I see that.
And now we're going to do the photo. So tap on the photos where it says add photos.
Okay. And
since I already took these, we want to not select camera. We want to select photo library. So tap photo library.
Mm-hmm.
And there we go.
All photos. Okay.
Okay. Wow. Why would it not be at the bottom?
You would thought it'd been the last pictures you
took, right? You would think, but it started to be at the top. So the problem is I have like 30,000. Oh man, wait a minute. It did start me there, but I didn't see the photos I took this morning. Let's go back. Let's try again.
All right.
Whee! There, you guys just seen all 30,000 of my photos. So you slow that sucker down. Yeah. All right. Well, I see last December, so we got to be close.
Come on, Turvis.
Oh my gosh, I got to be close. Oh, there we are. I didn't see him. Okay. So I'm going to select each photo. Boom, 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 boom. Now, if you notice I have these little red arrows on this Turvis tumbler. I'm going to pop me back on the screen. I don't know if you can see it, but there's this weird dotted pattern just in a little section on the backside. Like someone got stuck to it and it won't come off.
Okay.
Now, it doesn't feel like anything, but I try to get it off, and it's just there. So I got to make note of that. So I took the little pink arrows. Cheryl's right. Last time I did pictures, we saw boobs.
So how do you get the pink arrows on there?
So it's just little Post-its. I just stuck them to it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I've clicked add photos, and then there's our photos in there already. You know, eBay gives you up to 12 photos. I think it is beneficial to have 12, but I don't ever get to 12 on most items. Like I'm going to show you a CD in a second, and there's about 3 or 4 pictures or maybe 5 tops you can take of a CD, and then it would just be repetitive. So I never do that. Okay, so we're going to click done. Oh, wow, with Android, you can only select one picture at a time. Yeah, that would be annoying.
No, that
All right. So as you can see, the blue check marks means you're good to go. So we have 8 photos done. Our title's done. Our category's done. Now our condition. Our condition is used. And we do want to put in some notes because I don't even know how to really say this, but small defect on back. Polka dot pattern. That should be there. See pictures.
Buffett has 2 T's. Oh, you mean in Jason's description?
Oh, did I miss the T in the description?
Yeah, maybe that's what she means.
Nope, I got 2 T's.
2 T's. Okay.
Yeah, 2 F's, 2 T's. Okay, so done the condition and now the details. Item specifics. The only one they have is brand Turvis. You could add more. There's really no need in this situation, so we're moving on. Oops. Oh, I see. So brand type is Tumblr, brand is Tervis, color is going to be clear. So we are going to do that specifics. Sorry. Materials is plastic. Features, dishwasher safe, double wall. There's no glitter. It is not hand blown. Okay, we're going back. Model is no model. No MPN, no bundle listing, and is made in, doesn't say.
Sherry, Sherry wants to know if you know what is a good square photo app for Android. Do you have any idea, honey?
No, because I don't have an Android. Sorry.
All right.
All right, so we're going to go back, and now we're going to do the description. So this is just the normal where you type your normal description, and this doesn't need much.
Okay.
Perfect double walled cup to keep your pina colada colada chilled at the next Parrot Head.
There you go.
Tailgate party. So if you don't know, Buffett fans are called parrot heads. They love to tailgate like they're at a football game before every concert. So this is the perfect cup for them. With lid. Oops, with kid. No kids. With lid tall. Okay, they're going to click the left. Yes, ma'am?
Before you leave that screen, I just want to mention to everybody, as you can see, everybody, those people that are shopping on their phones, you can see it doesn't go a long distance. So when you're doing your description on your regular computer, do not write real long sentences. I go about 8-10 words and go to the next line, because they're only seeing just so much, and you don't want them to have to keep moving their screen. You want it right in front of their face. So, keep your sentences.
And there's nothing more to this than what I just wrote. I mean, it's it. Don't be typing words just to type words. Some things are just what they are.
Right.
Okay, so we're backing up. And so now our details are checked off. So now we need to pick format and price. So we're going to tap that. And
go back and check your spelling on pina colada. Someone said it's pins, P-I-N-S.
Damn autocorrect. Yeah, pins colada. Yeah. It's like a pina. There we go.
There you go. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Who was that?
All right. So format and price. This is not something we're doing at auction. There's no hot need for this. So we're going to do fixed price.
Okay.
And I'm just going to throw it up at $24.99. And then down here, I already have best offers accepted. But this is just a toggle, so you can turn it off.
Oh, okay. Or
turn it on. Now, because I always use it, eBay knows I always use it, and it already had it on. So I didn't have to go in there. I just want to go in and show you. It kind of learns what you do. And you can click down here because we want to change the duration from 30 days till good till cancel. Okay. We only have one. If we had more than one, we would change the quantity. Okay, so we got a blue check mark next to that. So shipping and local pickup. So right now it's at calculated shipping. So we're going to change it flat. And this weighs 12 ounces, so we can get it under a pound.
Good.
So we will do first class, and we'll do free shipping on the first class. So done with that. And then you can add a shipping service. So right where it says add shipping service, tap on that, and we're going to add a priority mail option. And we will put $7 because it can go in a padded flat rate.
Right. So do you normally do that, Jason? Do you usually put $7 in on the padded flat rate?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So, oops, I didn't mean to go on that because now we have to do our international options. So right now it says, as you can see at the bottom, it says no international shipping. So let's change that. So flat, same to all buyers. And I'm going to do Canada first. Mm-hmm. And the service is first class mail. And the price will be $19.99. Done. And then again, we're going to add a shipping service. So tap on add shipping service.
It's pretty much the same what you're going to see in your computer as you are on the phone, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Uh-oh. What happened?
There is an issue. It won't let me go back because usually, and they've had problems with this before. So you're seeing it live right now. Okay. I want to now have Canada as one thing, the rest of the world is another, because it is cheaper to ship to Canada and Mexico for that matter
Right.
than it is the rest of the world. But it won't let me. It just skips that screen. I can't change it.
Wow.
So in this instance, and this is where there is a little bit of a downfall on mobile, you would have to adjust it on the computer after the fact. Now, in the past, they used to let you do that. So I will send a little note to the, hey, watch this episode of Selling Past Your Expiration Date. What the hell's going on here? So we're going to just leave it as domestic in Canada. And we want to make sure that where it says PayPal, tikipug@gmail, that's all good to go. So since you have all these blue check marks, you're ready to rock and roll. So hit continue. And it tells me my total, free, and list it. Now, we went rather slow, but as you can see, could be pretty quick, especially when you get the swing of it, and it's just kicking right along.
I'm going to ask you a question. When I open up my phone to go to eBay, you got to the page where it says add a listing. How do you get to that page?
I told you, you are not paying attention to the show. I said tap the selling in the right-hand lower corner. See it on your screen?
Okay, I missed that. Okay.
And then right at the top, it says list item.
Okay. All right. And then
Jeez, I can't get my own mom to pay attention.
I'm reading the chat. I can't watch everything.
Pay attention.
I wanted to make sure I had
Let's pretend these 92 people aren't here. This is just to teach you, Ma, how to list on mobile. Because here's a good time to list on mobile. I was talking to Vicky about it today. Mom and Dad are often out flea marketing and thrifting and far away. Then they're driving home. Well, Mom could have knocked out a few pictures. Also, you can save the drafts. So even if you don't do pictures, you could be driving home and start typing up what you just purchased. Have the drafts ready to go, and then even finish on your computer when you get home. Vicky and her husband Ryan like to go as long, like couple-day thrifting safaris. And same thing. Ryan drives, Vicky rides shotgun. She could be doing the listing. So if you do it with a partner, you could be knocking out some work on the way home. All right.
Well, you would have to show Mom, how do I go back and find what I saved?
It's in your drafts. So drafts here. So here on my screen, here's a couple drafts right here. And then on eBay, there's also an area for drafts too.
Okay. All right.
I'm saying drafts, not giraffes.
Yeah. Got it.
Okay.
Got it.
But let me show you how to take pictures with this. And I'm going to show you how to list something that actually is in eBay's database already. So, and you're getting a bonus bolo right now. The first time I bought this CD, I was with our good friends Robin and Debbie, and maybe Stacy too, up in San Francisco. And this is not the normal cover of Sound of Music. And so what I noticed in the bottom 24 karat gold CD, and people who really jones out and get excited about music, they like the gold discs. So they had priced this like it was normal. I noticed it was a gold disc. I was happy to pay $6.99. I sold it for about $50. So I just found another one. So no barcode, so I can scan it. So let's go back here. So we're going to list item. And this is Sound of Music soundtrack gold disc. So now we're going to go, and it's going to go look to see if it has this in its database. And there it is. See the first thing there, Ma? The Sound of Music gold disc CD. Okay. Now, when eBay pre-populates a title for you, it's usually crappy because it's pulling out of this music database. So it's going to pre-populate that title. You're going to want to fix it. So let's select that one. But the good thing is eBay has all data for the songs and everything else. So I got to do nothing other than finish the listing. So first, let's go fix our title. So we want to get rid of all these parentheses, all this other horse shit. We got to get rid of all that because all that stuff kind of messes up search. So we want to get rid of all that. So Sound of Music soundtrack gold disc CD. And actually, we're going to do 24 karat, 24K, just like Bruno.
Yep, 24 karat.
See, I knew it. And we're going to just pull all the rest of this out and put out of print.
Okay.
Now, this is a collectible CD. So anyone looking for it knows what they're looking for. We don't need anything else in this title. Easy peasy. All right, so we're done with that. So we're going to go back, and now we're going to take photos this time. So this time, instead of selecting photo, we're going to select camera.
Okay.
My backdrop fell over. Now, I often do CD photos on my desk with just a plain background to make it quicker. Like the Turvis Tumbler, I actually went to the photo studio and took photos. Come on. I'm setting my phone down for a second. There we go. Okay. All right. So we're going to select camera. There we go. And the key to doing something shiny is to not get your face in it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So here's where it gets to be a bummer. eBay doesn't have the camera setting for square. Isn't that nutty?
Oh, wow.
So we're going to take this picture of the outside. We're going to take the picture of the back. We're going to go back to the front, and we're going to take a little bit of a close-up of where it says 24 karat gold. We're then going to take a picture of the 24 karat gold. Again, trying to find the angle. So see, if we do this angle, you can see the light above me.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to find the angle so you don't see nothing. All right, let's get rid of that out of the way.
There you go.
Nothing now.
Yep.
Just to add another picture, I'll take a shot of that. And I'm going to take a picture of the shot of the back. That way, if they want to zoom in, because there are a few light marks on this CD. And so if they zoom in, they should be able to see it. Find that angle. There we go. I don't see much in there. Okay. So we're going to click save. Now, you could go in and edit those to square them up. We're not going to right now because it'd be just stupid to watch me edit 6 photos.
Right.
But just to show you one, I will tap on it.
Okay.
And then at the bottom, you have the first image is rotate. The second one is lighten it up. The third one is crop. The fourth one is trash can. So we are going to crop it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's funny is it kind of gives you a square crop automatically. So it just makes no sense, but we will square it up a little bit. There we go. And so as long as the first one's square, you don't really have to go nutty on the second one, on the rest.
Right.
But then we're going to click done. It's already in the CDs category, so you don't got to do that. Condition, of course, we have to give it a condition. Now, like new, no, because there's a couple light marks. So we're going to say very good, and then we're going to put the details in.
Okay.
A few light marks on the back of the CD does not affect play back. And done. Okay, and so format and price. And I'm going to look real quick on eBay while we're doing this, see if anyone's got any up.
Okay.
I meant to do that ahead of the show, but I didn't. So hold on. Gold CD.
Everything looks so easy, Jason, and you do. I mean, he moves it right along. I'd be struggling to look on the phone. Where's the next thing that I have to click on?
All right, so I just learned something though. This came. No wonder there's no barcode. This came with a Sound of Music laser disc.
Oh.
And so this was a bonus, which I did not know the first time I sold it, but I'm seeing that now on eBay. And someone's selling the whole thing with a laser disc for $15. Well, I've sold a CD for $60. No one wants the laser disc.
Oh.
So I'm putting stuff there knowing Christmas is around the corner, and it's got best offer accepted already. So there we go. So there's that. And then we'll double check our shipping options. Okay, we don't want calculator, or at least I don't. Flat. So CDs are first mail for first class first. I'm actually going to throw $2.99 in as my price. Done. And then we're going to add an additional service, and we're going to put in priority mail.
Jason, do you always do both first class and priority?
Oh yeah, because especially with a new guaranteed delivery, if you're going to do that, you got to have a priority option.
Okay. All right.
But we'll talk about that at a different day.
Yep.
And international shipping. So what I'll do this time is I'll just throw it up to the world. And we will do first class and just do $12.99. Again, I'll edit it later to make it all exactly the way I want it for and the world. But this way, just in case anyone buys it before I get a chance to edit it, it can go anywhere in the world. And that's it. We're done. So when you have something with a barcode, that it can pre-fill the stuff. And now, of course, we didn't see the barcode, but they already have it in there. There's a lot less work to do. It's really quick. So think about if I had not been going slowly and step by step with you guys, how quick I could have had that done. I can knock out CDs that are in the system rather quick.
All right, let me ask
All
you
right,
this,
so
Jace, how much do you do on mobile, or do you prefer your computer?
I prefer the computer, but I will do a lot of music on mobile because I can knock out a bunch of pictures and then just sit on the couch because listening CDs is so easy because there's not a lot to do. You don't have to go into great detail. You're not selling a 1950s atomic chandelier and you got to describe every little nook and cranny. You're just selling a CD. Someone's going out looking for the gold disc of Sound of Music and they want to know the condition, and that's it.
Right. So simple.
All right, so we'll click list it and then we'll go look at it. And that is how. So we'll go click view listing. And come on, eBay, you can do it. Okay, so there it is. So there's my pictures. Boom, 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 and boom.
Nice.
And there's my listing at $60. Or best offer, $2.99 shipping. Oh. So the one thing I just noticed that because you can kind of set some of the stuff up to always stay the same. I did not have returns turned on. And of course, we definitely want that. So let's edit our listing. So revise item right here in the middle.
Okay.
I just noticed I did not. And of course, I'm gonna have to go fix my other one. You must offer returns. If you are listening, watching live after the fact and you do not offer returns, think about this. Where in the world do you shop that doesn't offer returns? Nowhere.
Right. You have to.
And it gives people a peace of mind. And I have not had nutty returns. Yeah, it's under preferences. There's my problem. Returns accepted. And I'm on 60 days. And look, I did 90 days 2 Christmases ago when they were trying out a program. I did not have any more returns than I normally had. And I think I maybe had 3 the whole Christmas season. And I offered 90-day returns.
Okay. So I should probably, I think I'm at 30, so I need to up all mine to 60.
Yes. Okay. And let me tell you, it does not make people like, oh, I'm going to return on the 59th day. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Okay. So once I noticed a mistake, I quickly revised and fixed it. And there you go. That's it. That's how you list on mobile. It ain't that hard. It will be the first time. As my good friend Chris Green says, the first is the worst. So anytime you do anything, the first one stinks. Vicky and I are starting our meetup group on Tuesday night. It'll suck. Yeah. But next month, it'll be much better.
Right. I could say, did you see listing error there, honey?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means. So we're going to click OK. And
all right.
Yeah, even I don't know what some. Okay, so now it won't. So that was some nothing I did, and something happened within the app, and it won't even let me press list anymore. So what I got to do is on the computer go back and edit. That doesn't normally happen. And if I would have even been thinking of it the first time, I would have had the returns set already, and that way I wouldn't have worried about it. But something happened to the app. It crashed. I don't know. But that is not a normal thing, so don't be afraid. But what I would do is everyone listening today, everyone watching this, even if you're not going to do it normally, go do it today and try it out. List one item. Because here's why you want to have that in your arsenal. Say you're standing in a thrift store and it's like October 25th, and you find a bitchin' hot commodity costume or mask or something for Halloween, and you've got 9 more hours of shopping ahead of you. Pause, get that listed, and hopefully it'll be sold by the time you get home. We do find things that are time sensitive from time to time in thrift stores, but if you find it at the first stop of a 12-day stop, you don't want to wait. Oh, I got a message from a buyer.
Well, there you go.
You do not want to wait, and that's why you should know how to list from mobile. Because you don't have to do it all the time. Some people love doing it. Some people hate doing it. But you should know how to do it for time-sensitive finds. That make sense, everybody?
That's good.
Solar flares. Yeah, I tell you, everything nutty that's been happening this week, technologically, I am blaming it on the damn solar eclipse.
Yeah.
Or
Why not?
yeah. All right, let's get right to our one segment, Mama's Boy. Whoops.
All right, what do we got? I have no idea.
And we're going to play a fun game today. So everyone, are you ready? So we have almost 100 people live. Are you ready for a fun game?
All right.
This game is called Find Jason, because I don't look like this at all. And for those of you who have not known me longer than, say, even 10 years, you're going to look right past me in this picture. I guarantee it. All right, you ready?
All right, you got me going, Jace.
Oh, hang on, I get the graphic up. That'd probably help. Ta-da, it's Mama's Boy. And find Jason in this picture.
Oh my god.
Those of you who know me now like this, as a whole different Jason in this picture.
That sure is. That's the family, everybody.
That was an Easter Sunday brunch, if I'm not mistaken, or Mother's Day or something like that. Yep.
Hell, can you even find Big Daddy and Mom?
Yeah, look at Mom. So yeah, Vicky got me.
Yeah.
So there's Mom in this yellow jacket with shoulder pads, and there's my dad back there. Yep, I am in the lower left.
And that's
Someone thought I was Robbie. No, I'm not. My little cousin with a tie on.
And then your brother and sister. Your brother's right behind you. That's Buzz. And then yeah. And that's Mom. Big Daddy's mom.
So big fat face and hair and no tattoos.
Yeah.
One hidden one. So
that's a good shot, Jason.
So there's our Mama's Boy segment for this week.
Very nice. Good.
All right, let's go to your scores.
Okay. All right. What do we got first? Did I have that on the list? I did sell it.
No. So we're going to birth a new segment that started last week, and we're going to go to this week. What did Mom mess up now?
Oh, good Lord. What did I miss now?
Okay. You are way too cropped in on this photo to begin with.
Okay.
So let's back up. I want you to read me what the shirt says, then read me what your title says.
Okay. Go to your happy space. Oh.
Okay. Now let's read your title.
Oh, man. It says place. Good Lord.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here's lesson number 101. Spell the words correctly as they're written on the item.
Yep. In a hurry. Oh,
hey, someone noticed I was wearing a puka shell necklace. Good eyes. I was wearing a puka shell necklace.
Very nice. Who caught that?
In case you missed it, there you go. Puka shells. There it is.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Ma, couple things. Your cropping on this first photo is way too tight. Like,
okay.
I'm just like, what is happening here? And the Magic Kingdom is not Disneyland, Mother. That is Disney World. So you got all kinds of issues in your title here.
Well, I think that was on the tag. Was Disneyland.
Right.
Yeah.
So what they do is they'll use the same tag, so they have to produce less. However, Magic Kingdom is Disney World, so I would have put Disney World in the title too, because not everyone knows it's Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
I would absolutely have make sure that you put go to your happy space and get rid of men out of your title. You don't need that. Okay.
Oh, you don't need that anymore?
Right.
Do you just use T-shirt now?
Yeah, but I never use men or women's because you're in the category of men or see, you're already in the men's clothing category right there.
Gotcha, so I don't have to say that. Okay. Yep. Got it. Okay. Now I'm learning every day.
Yeah, you're cropping. You're way too tight here.
Too tight. Okay.
Because think about the customer shopping on an iPhone 4. All this says is app pack.
Yeah, you're right. Yep. Good point. Okay. Thank you.
So every week when I look at your scores, I look at the other things that sold, and I'm like, all right, let's we'll come up with a full name for this segment. Not all right, let's we saw this in your haul like not too long ago, if I'm not mistaken.
I know. Yeah. I bought the bowl for $1. I was very tempted to keep it myself because I really do. I have a bowl like this and they're just so beautiful. But I took the offer of 26. I said, yeah, for $1, I'll take it. I could have probably held out for more, but when sales seem to be slow, you have a tendency to sell at a little lower price than you normally would. And it has been slow the last couple of weeks for Mom.
Oh, before you go on, so Brenda Brand says we all make mistakes. Oh yeah, I am well aware of that because when my assistant lists and makes a spelling error or picks the wrong dog on a blanket. All y'all watch my listing, so I get tons of messages. Hey Jay, you made that wrong. So yeah, I'm well aware of that. Yeah, but I figured just like I do the dud segment on Thrifty Business, we can all learn from mistakes. Make sure you're putting the right words on. Make sure you're putting the right park. Make sure your pictures are cropped well. You know, that kind of thing.
Now, Sherry Gold, I like Sherry's idea. She says we need a new segment, Peggy's Fails. all my bad ones.
I am not picking on my mother. I am teaching her how to be a better seller, like I'm teaching all you guys to be a better seller.
You have to be able to take criticism, or you're never going to learn to correct everybody. That doesn't bother me at all.
Because if I don't correct her now, she'll do it again. So you got to make sure that your stuff's looking good. All right.
Okay.
Telephone.
A lot of you know, was it last week or the week before? No, 2 weeks ago that we did or was it last week, Jason, that we did the haul for $1 a bag?
Yeah, I think it was last week, Mom.
I think it was. Okay. So, and this was one of the items in the $1 box. And so basically, for cost, I'm putting $1, but probably like 10 cents. And I got an offer of from my 1999 at $15. I said, yep, sold. I mean, 10 cents. I paid 10 cents, but I put down $1. So the black rotary phone did go. Mm-hmm. Now, Dad and I, we've had this listed for quite a while. Dad actually had picked up. This is a hand carved ox and cart, and we've had it up there probably a good year, I would be saying. We originally paid $2 for it, but out of the blue, we got full asking price, paid, boom, one of those. Sold. Here's
the one thing I would have said I would have done on this one is either the opening shot or in the title, put some sort of measurement. Like, is this thing 2 feet long or 3 inches?
Yeah.
Now, of course, I'm sure you have in your description, but like my example, I always show the picture that I thought was going to be big and it was tiny when I got it. Yeah. Based on the first picture in the title. Yeah, see, you don't have any measurements in your listing. What is going on, Ma?
This is Teach Mom Day.
I'm going to tell you, your customers will be like, I thought this was huge. You got, especially on something like this, because there's nothing to base it on. If you're selling, let's say, a Coke can, like a vintage Coke can, well, everyone has an idea in their head what a Coke can is. What's the size of this item, huh?
Yeah, and I've gotten better on that, but this one's a year old, so that's
good point. But that's a good tip because that's not a common thing. The Tervis tumbler, if someone's buying one, people know what size the large is. They've probably seen one. They probably have one or two. So you got to make sure you don't, because you could end up with an unhappy customer, and that's what we don't want, obviously. But nice sale. Good job.
Yep. Thanks. Okay. All right. This
like here. Look, see all the grinders up above. These grinders are a common thing and a common size. So you don't really need to go nutty on this. If someone's buying one of these, they probably know exactly what it is. Whereas that statue isn't all that common.
Correct. That is true. I will remember that. This was another item in the $1 haul bag, and got that. Again, you guys, I'm saying $1, probably 10 cents cost on these items, but it went for $24.99. Oh, I just sold something. Oh,
nice.
This is another from my $1 bag that just got sold, you guys. I'll show it next week.
Real quick, Diana Dunlap wants to know what old Wahini means.
Old, of course, is old. Wahini means lady or woman, so I'm an old lady.
Yeah, old Hawaiian lady.
I showed this scrub only for the purpose, guys, that it was brand new with tag, and they still bring decent money. I put it up at 19, hoping for the 15. That was my original thought. And on the scrub, let's see, what did I pay for that scrub? That was $1.25, that scrub. So that was a decent return.
Hey, Sherry's asking in the chat to use a Coke can for scale. Yeah, and you don't need scale on everything. So think about what I just said. Anyone buying that coffee grinder knows exactly the size of it. That statue is a little bit different. And Sherry said she uses like a quarter or a dime when she's doing small things like jewelry. Absolutely. I sold a big plush frog once that really didn't have any idea of scale. So just setting a Coke can next to it gave you an idea of how big it really was. But you don't, and I don't recommend it on everything. Things that, like, obviously, anyone buying a CD knows exactly what size the CD is. You do not need scale on a product like that.
Okay, and the reason I wanted to show this, even though it's not a huge money maker, I only bought the darn thing for 25 cents. That was one of my quarter purchases. But old Tupperware is still selling, you guys. I mean, I've been selling pieces right along pretty regularly on almost everything I find. So, you know, keep your eyes out for the vintage Tupperware because it is still selling and bringing some decent prices for you out there. I spent 50 cents and sold it for $9.99. So, you know, keep looking.
Mary Lucas wants to know, said you listed the scrub for 19 and then got 15 for it. Was that the initial offer, or did you haggle back and forth to get to that point?
No, that was the initial offer and I accepted.
All right, cool.
Again, I just wanted to show on the Tori Richard shirt. You know, I got it. This was old. This has been up over 2 years. So when I got the offer of $24, more than happy to sell it. I had paid $2 on that shirt, but it's just one that, you know, just hadn't moved. So not one of the most exciting prints, but some people, you know. So that's why I said, oh yeah, $24, goodbye.
Yeah, but for $24, that's a good deal.
Yeah, this just sold, and I've had this for a little while. This little guy, you know how. In fact, it was in my garage sale last week for $1. And so when you turn around and sell it, because it was still listed, I hadn't taken it down because, you know, I didn't sell it in the garage sale. It was in the garage sale for $1, but I turned around and sold it for $13.99. I originally paid 50 cents for it. So, you know, it's crazy how things work sometimes. It really does. And these just sold.
These crazy clown pants.
Yeah, these are vintage Lily Pulitzer pants, Jay. And I've had them for quite a while. And that's why Mom kind of took that offer. Dad says, I don't know if you're going to take that offer. I said, yes, I will. See, there's the vintage tag, guys. That's definitely the earlier label. So those of you looking for it out there. And I paid $2 for the pants. And the offer of 25 was fine with Mom. I said, oh, yeah. We will do that. So.
All right. And then the last drum roll, please.
This one. Okay, those of you who helped me tremendously last week on the Birmingham Vulcan, you know, after you guys told me what it was, I did. Dad did the research. We could not find a thing on eBay, and then Jason went ahead and took it from there from Mom, and finally came up with something on from Worth Point. So he said, you know, Mom, around $300. So I listed it for $300. The night before I sold it, I'd gotten an offer of $175, and I told Dad, I don't think I'm going to take that $175. I'm going to wait until tomorrow morning, and I was going to counter with $2.25. Well, I wake up in the morning to an offer of this $257.77, and I said, you know, that's pretty darn good for a 10-cent investment in my dollar bag of stuff, and sold it for the $257.77. So I have to thank everybody in the group for getting me pointed in the right direction. And of course, it went to Birmingham, Alabama. The other offer also came from Birmingham, Alabama. So a small section of the world knows what this figure is. And yeah, but I guess I really hit the jackpot on that one. So that was a goodie.
All right, right before we get to Mom's Haul, I want to interject something here, especially those of you watching live or after the fact. If you're not in my Facebook group, the Thrifting Board, come on over and join us. It's free. We got 32,000 plus members. Get help all day long, whatever you need. But I'm going to be giving a little bit of a lesson a little bit later. One of our members listed a wrap t-shirt that looked pretty good, and so did the label, but it's a bootleg, and I'm pretty good at spotting boots. And so I just asked her if I could use this as a lesson to teach, because even she said, man, bootlegs nowadays are a little bit better than the bootlegs 20 years ago. And I'm like, yeah, some are and some aren't. But and some of the other members of the group were like, no, this looks good. And I'm going to give you like 5 different reasons it isn't a real legit shirt. And the point is, you don't want to sell bootleg merchandise no matter what it is, because if the rights holder comes a knocking, eBay's going to pull your thing, pull your thing dirty. eBay's going to pull your listing. And if you happen to get, like, I've had listings pulled before by accident. Like, I listed things I didn't realize I should have listed. So if you happen to get 2 of those in a row, you're in deep trouble. And so when you know something's not good, don't list it. And we're going to talk about it. So if you're not on the Thrifting Board, come on over. It'll be the discussion on the Rapper 50-cent t-shirt. So that's what we're going to talk about coming up later today. It'll be just a post in the group, but I'm going to put some arrows and point out why it's not legit. Although to the untrained eye, especially if you're not a rap follower, you might think, hey, this looks like a good shirt. I should list it.
Yeah, we got stung once by doing that. Pair of jeans, you know, that we thought were legit, but they were not. So, you know, we all learn. You know, it's going to happen eventually, I would say, but you never know. I have
all right. Now the heavy lifting's over. I get to sit back and watch your haul. Let's do it.
Well, I have one commercial. I just wanted to talk about our Ohio meetup group starting September 16th, everybody. And I've been getting great response from Ohio area people. Right now, we're up to 27 people that want to attend. So I'm real thrilled about that. So if you are even in nearby states or southern part of Ohio, it will be on Saturday afternoon at 12 o'clock at Tiki Underground, which is in the Akron-Hudson area. If you can make it, please message me and let me know if you're interested, because I will need to give them a head count at the restaurant, you know, for sure how many of us are going to attend. But I'm just thrilled with the response that we've been getting from everybody. So that's really great. Okay.
And then I'll do a commercial because Vicki and I's meetup in Vegas starts this Tuesday. So for those you don't know, go to meetup.com, meetup.com. And that's where you can find the meetups in your area. So if you're in the Vegas area, type in Sin City eBay sellers and you'll find us. And come on down. We're having it at Mimi's on Stephanie near the Galleria Mall and Sunset Station. And 6:30. And this will be our first one. So we're going to getting to know you kind of thing. We're going to chat with everybody. We're going to talk about eBay Open. We're going to talk about who we are, Vicki and myself. I'm assuming most people know us, but I see some names already signed up that don't know us, or at least I don't think they know us. And so we'll kind of let everyone know where we're going, what we're going to be doing, blah, 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 blah. And come on down. Mimi's, grab some dinner, grab some pie, get a beer, and we'll have a good time. And I see Annette in the chat who's coming to your meetup. And Annette, we need to talk about London. I want to hear some what you did so I can kind of duplicate some of the shenanigans. All right, let's do your haul, Ma.
Okay, all right. I'm going to start with just something really basic, but I picked up this shirt only because it's not, you know, a famous label or anything. It's just North River. But I picked this up, everybody, because it's muscle cars from the 50s, and you've got a Corvette in there, and a Thunderbird, and a Chevy, and you know, things like this. They sell. People like the muscle car shirts, so I always pick those up, and I've always sold mine. And this was $1.50, so on that shirt. And
real quick, Mary had a good question that, of course, will disappear when the chat goes away. So I do want to address it. Mary Lucas and her husband have sold everything, and they're traveling the country in an RV and doing their eBay business. Can you just pop into a meetup one time if you're happen to be visiting the area? Absolutely. We welcome everyone. So if you're driving through Ohio, stop at Mom's. The Vegas one will be the 4th Tuesday of every month, unless there's something that we needed to change. But yeah, if you're an eBay seller and you're traveling someplace and maybe you're in a town for a couple of weeks, if they have a local meetup, go check it out.
Right.
Okay, back to you, Ma.
Yeah, this isn't anything thrilling, but you know, I picked it up because it is a scrub, but as you can see, it's an oversized.
Scrubs.
A 2XL, and my scrub sales have still been going very well. Okay, I sold this one like this back a while ago. This is from the Palmer House. It's a vintage ashtray. What goes in the middle here, anybody? Who knows that? You can see
I have a pack of smokes.
How about matches?
Giant lighter.
On either side here for the resting. But it's from the Palmer House in Chicago. We spent $2 on this, and I am going to list this for $45, everybody.
Very nice.
Yeah, because the last one we sold was right around that price, and they are still, you know, doing very well. They also had this ashtray there. Okay, this is the Pennsylvania Hotel. And again, you can see where they have the spot for the matches. And there's nothing on the bottom. So this one was only $25, but I'm going to list this for $26. So vintage ashtrays, guys, always check them out when you see some that you're not too sure about, because they do bring some decent money. Then I saw this guy, and he just kind of, I said, okay, this looks interesting. A little lion, but it holds a votive candle. And I paid $1.50. It was on sale at half off. This is by Douglas, everybody. Let me see if I can get the, oops, there you go. Okay, but right now, these are going for around $25 on eBay.
Nice.
So I had the original price tag on it. So yeah, something kind of cute and different. All right, now I got something interesting for you. You all should know what this is. All of us old people.
There's a market for those?
I know, there is. There is. How many remember these things?
Yeah.
Come on, tell me in the chat. What is it? And this is actually a men's sizer, Jake.
That's a slicer when you want to slice your potatoes.
Yeah, that's it.
Your meats and cheeses.
Yeah, I mean it is for measuring your foot. back in the day when we went to buy shoes, this is how we did it. we didn't just you know, go and try on a pair of shoes like you do now when you go to especially the warehouse ones. So we're going to list this for about $38, everybody, and we paid $4 for it. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's a good one.
People pay $30 for those things. Good God.
I know. Yeah, I know. This was new in the box. It's a fondue set, porcelain, and it's really a nice condition here, everybody. I mean, you know, like I say, never used. So I did pull it out, and it's a nice porcelain thing with the forks and all. And I paid $2 for it. I'm going to list this for about $25. Do people still fund? Where's the question? Does that happen out there? I guess they do, because I still see them for sale. I thought this was kind of unique, Jason. It reminded me of you because you're always having such luck picking up different kinds of purses.
Oh, very cute.
Yeah, it's the shape of a, as you can see, a guitar. It's a brand name I was not familiar with. Here's the inside. I think it's actually a jewelry case, traveling jewelry case, or whatever you want it to be. Can you see these little?
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And still got the tag, and it's a Soul Rose. I've never heard the brand name before myself. Soul Rose guitar shaped makeup or jewelry case. And we paid $1.50 for this. We're going to list it for $39. Okay. All right. There's that. I picked this up. I don't think it's worth anything after I got it home. I can't find a darn thing on this compact. I paid 50 cents for it, even though it's brand new, and it says Flare Aroma. If anybody knows anything about this kind of a compact, I would greatly appreciate it.
Kind of like a ladybug.
Yeah, I mean, it's cute, but, you know, I can't find a doggone thing on it. So I'll look a little bit more. Paid 50 cents. You know, maybe $10, maybe. We'll see. Okay. If I recall, didn't I hear somebody say that Bibles sell well?
Yep.
Yeah, so we picked this one up, called the Open Bible, and we paid, on the Bibles, we paid 50 cents on the books. This is $19.79, and we're going to list this one for $34, everybody. So that's going to go on. Yeah, there's the price, 25 cents. Right up there, 25 cents. Okay.
Now, is there an ISBN number, I assume?
Probably. I haven't dug that far, Jace.
Because the info that you need should be in eBay's database if there is an ISBN number. Yeah. And that way, you don't have to do much in your listing because eBay will have all the data for you already.
I will look for it on that one. Now, this particular one, I paid 50 cents. I went up from a quarter to 50 cents. Woo! It's all leather bound. This particular Bible. This, oh goodness, let's see here. Okay, can you read it? The Comparative Study Bible. Okay, yep. And this one we're going to list for $30. Okay, the back binder is a little bent, so that might hamper me a little bit. But I'll give them a try. I haven't tried Bibles yet, so we will give those a try. Okay.
Hey, you're right. Flare of Roma does not exist anywhere.
Yeah, you check it, see, and you couldn't find it.
I'm on Etsy. I'm like, oh, there's got to be some on Etsy. Nope.
Maybe it's something that's just not even worth hardly anything.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, the fact that it looks like a ladybug, it'll still be worth something. So don't just be like.
Okay, this was new. Well, not new in the box. I mean, it's an old item, but the box has never been used. Gourmet server. You like this, Jason? Mommy was almost tempted to keep it for herself. Those of us who like shrimp. There's shrimp around the outside.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, isn't that a cute one? I mean, this really is. Oh, Jesus. Don't knock it over. And the little serving forks also came.
Nothing was broken right there?
Oh, thank God.
It sounded horrendous, let me tell you.
It sounded terrible, didn't it?
Oh, my God.
I did pay $5 for this, but I'm going to list it for $40. Okay. All right.
Only slightly chipped.
Yeah, no. All right, now this I picked up. Anybody know what these are or what they were used for? I actually have a couple different sizes. Jason, do you know what they're used for?
Yeah, for displaying rings.
What, honey?
Displaying rings.
No, not what they were originally used for.
Put your gloves on?
Well, they made rubber gloves with these. These are the molds. But they are really? Ceramic. Yes. And we got them. She had $5 each on these. And my thought was I was just buying them for a prop to drape over jewelry or men's ties or scarves. I just thought this would make a really nice, background. So I bought both of them. I think I'm going to keep the larger one and sell the smaller one. We paid $3 a piece for these, and I should have bought more. She had a whole box full. They're selling for around $25, Jay. And she had a bunch. So mommy kind of blew that. I should have grabbed more on that. Okay. I don't know. Let me see. All right. I'll show it to you real quick. This was Dad's purchase this week.
Holy cow.
Okay. It is a radioactive truck. Let me get the truck out. Right here. Here's the truck. And he follows the path, and it goes up the elevator, and then it goes down the elevator. The elevator drops, and it's remote control. Here's the remote control.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So, see, so when you do that and start pushing your buttons, he starts moving. So, for $2, I think we're going to do okay with this little gem. Of course, we got to pack it all up. You know how that goes. But, Jason, you did have a price on here, didn't you? I forget what it was. It's here somewhere. We're going to list it for. Yeah, we'll come back to that. Okay. All right, JT. Now, do you think these are Woodco? Did Woodco make any of these? Because I did research.
No, not at all. They're not. Those aren't even the tiki ones either. They're they're birds or eagles or hawks or something.
Yeah, something like that. Okay. Pick these up for $5. I probably will sell them. And I haven't done a whole lot of research yet on these, but what, hun? $40. Oh, $40. Is that what they were going for? Dad says they're going for around $40 because these are the really tall ones.
Yeah. And they're not even the tallest. I've seen taller.
On those. Okay. Are you ready to drool?
No.
This is my last item. I'm saving it just for my son.
Aw. Duh. What the hell? Holy cow.
Can you see how big he is?
Back up.
I know, it's hard. I haven't got much room to back up.
I know, that sucker's huge.
Yeah, if I set it in the chair, will that be any better? No, not really.
Yeah, I can only see about half of it. Yeah. Let me see the back of it.
Okay, those of you in the chat, who's this made by?
Where'd you find it? What'd you pay?
Okay. I found this.
Let me guess. It was in a bag with 27,000 other things for $1.
No. I found this in Chardon, Ohio at a garage sale. They brought it home from Hawaii in 1967. And I paid $5. And Woodco.
Jesus.
Ding, ding, ding. How do you like that one, JT? Isn't he a beauty?
You sending it over?
Yeah, right. Send it right over to go into my great room. So yeah, Mom won't sell this. If I did sell it, I don't know, Jason, what, $150 maybe?
Oh yeah, that's a pretty. I've not seen that one before. It's pretty big too. It's pretty awesome. So
I did do a lot of looking. I mean, I even got on Worth Point and went through it. I could not find this exact one, that was out there. And I said, I was so sad. Of course, they didn't know what they had.
Do you have this book?
Do I have the? No, I don't.
Well, too bad. It's worth a lot of money, but it has a lot of shag stuff. I mean, a lot of Wicco stuff in it.
Yeah.
So I'll look it up later.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let me know if you come across that one. But to find it in Chardon. Now that's what blew Mom's mind. I said, I can't believe it.
Yeah, no kidding.
A piece of Woodco in Chardon, Ohio. Never in a million years would I have dreamt that up. But that, of course, it's staying in my home to go along with my other Woodco pieces. And
that and my garage sale that tricked me today. I don't even want to talk about tiki stuff right now.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you had a bad experience with yours. So and that, my dear friends, is it.
All right, cool.
That note, huh?
Yeah. All right. So we will be back next Sunday. I don't have the time just yet, but I will get it. So for those of you who like watching all the shows I do, if you are in the Secret Beach, the photography webinar is Tuesday. For everyone, if you're in Vegas, the Vegas Sin City eBay Sellers Meetup is Tuesday night at Mimi's. For everyone, Thrifty Business on Thursday. I got a special guest host, Lindy Glenn, who was a guest on the show a couple of weeks ago. And we're having Mark Levine and Rich and Nyla, what the hell's her last name? Sayak?
So, yeah, I can't even pronounce it.
Yeah. Coming on for talk about the e-com event that a bunch of us are going to. And I'm giving away a free pass to the event this Thursday. So tune in to Thrifty Business, 9 o'clock on the East Coast, 6 o'clock on the West Coast. And those of you in the Secret Beach, we are having a guest webinar on Friday. Teresa Cox is going to walk us through doing promoted listings. So tune in for that. And I'm going to jam a haul in here somewhere. So stay tuned for all the links and times, because I have to, because I'm going away and I have this great haul prepped to show you guys all this cool stuff. And I want my assistant to work on it. So in order for her to work on it, I got to get it done and show you guys. So at some point, there'll be a haul in here. Then we'll be doing some past expiration day next Sunday. I'll be gone for 2 weeks. So all kinds of cool stuff coming up this week. Stay tuned for all the times. Check out the thrifting board and the Secret Beach. You will find all the times in there.
Okay.
And
did you see that from Grammy and Margaret? She said she just saw my woodcock totem on Etsy for $600.
It's cool.
Woo-hoo.
That's cool.
Okay.
All right, and that's it for today. That's it. We're out of here. So for selling past your expiration date, being thrifty over 50, I'm Jay.
I'm Peg, and thanks so much for watching, everybody. See you next week.
And we're gone. Bye-bye.